Okay, now we are doing June 19th, and I put on here Elizabeth was checked in 3 times. So you did not know how to check this schedule, which is really great because it helps you to see exactly this based on the sheets. So Elizabeth here, she was not even here, so that needs to be deleted. She was here, but she was not there twice. So both those absent ones, you need to go into the class and delete it. I would say that would be the easiest way, where you go to classes and then just go on the actual class itself. Let's see what day that was, the 19th at 8. So I would just go on the class itself. I think that would be the fastest way. And then just click that, and the name pops up, and then you could delete it that way. You could go into their visits and delete it that way as well, but you can also go that other way too. Okay, so she was on there 3 times. Then Ashley at 8:30. This is red. I don't know why she wasn't checked out, so she needs to be checked out. However, this is a semi-private, so you need to actually go make this time available for a semi-private session and then check her out as semi-private. So that's not something you would have known. These are just little things that we'll have to fix as we go along. Okay, and then the 10 a.m. group, for some reason that disappeared. The client gets paid for no-show for group. So you're going to need to go in there and do 10 a.m. group, add it for the availability, and then it should just check it out because the person is paid for those. Okay, actually, I just realized something. It's not going to show up on the schedule at a glance because no one was there. So, what you have to do is go into their payroll, and I went into 10 a.m. group, and see this little diamond? That means no registration, but they were still paid. So, when I was on the schedule at a glance, that's why I wasn't seeing that. So, scratch that description and in the prior video that you saw, but I'll put a note here for that. Okay, I'm going to show you something else here in a second. Okay, the next one on this page is Sydney. She is arrived. This cannot stay like this when we're dealing with payroll because if it's arrived, that means that the client is not charged and the trainer is not paid. All of this stuff has to be completed when you've finished session sheets. So make sure that this is not here. Unpaid appointment. See that? So she was let's see, she was there and she signed the sheet, so you just gotta check her out. And then the 11 o'clock was a little confusing, and this is where, a lot of these things I'm showing you are just you being new to the system, but some of these we'll just have to correct, with time. Barbara Zender was a no-show. See how that says absent? That needs to be marked as late cancel, which I'll change that in a second or put that on the Excel. Okay, this is the one that was a little bit confusing. So Maria was actually out of town and the trainer did not know that. So it still was checked absent, which it still should have been checked off late cancel if it was a no-show, but she is out of town. So just delete this completely. It should not be on payroll either. Barbara Zender, late cancel. I think I already talked about that one. And then Kiara Harden, that was correct, late cancel. And then that was correct. So making sure, checking this, and then going and checking payroll. Okay, moving on to the 20th. So 20th, we have Rachel Thompson. She should be a late cancel, but make sure the trainer's not paid. Right now, she is sitting as a absent. We can't be having all these absents, which, again, you didn't know that. But and then Nancy Hersig, she says absent. It says on the sheet that she was out of town. The trainer did not know this, so you're going to want to delete her completely so she's not there. And then Easter Chapel at 6 p.m., you can see how she is signed in twice, absent, which she did not train at 6. You can see on the schedule sheet that she's at 7 o'clock, and she is signed in here. So these two need to be completely deleted. And then Virginia Fleming also was signed in twice. So this absent one needs to be deleted as well. Now I'm going to go double check because on the schedule sheet you can see the 8 p.m. group, Michelle's agreement is that if no one shows up, she can leave early, but she does not get paid for that. So that's one thing we'll have to go cancel manually, which I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I went in just to double check, and yes, she is paid here for the no-show, but she left. So I'm going to show you the quick way to cancel this. The quickest way is just to go to the Classes tab and go to the date. So June 20th. Here, see, that's the one that no one is signed into. We're going to cancel that class. So we're going to cancel just this class, hide from the schedule, complete cancellation. But it will be important to go back up to reports, staff, payroll, to make sure that that was removed off her payroll. Lots of little details, but they all have to be made sure that they're done. Okay, so let's do this just for Michelle. So we can see now that 8 p.m. group that was here before is gone. So that's what we want if we have her leave early and not train people.